The guild hall, once a theater for Lo's humiliation, fell into a stunned silence. The imposing figure of Carter's father could only stare, his jaw agape, uttering a single, breathless word. Amazing! Carter himself looked as if he'd swallowed a hornet, his face a mask of disbelief. What the hell? Even the guild employee, peeking from behind the counter, was frozen in shock. Loa, he's... The accusation, once a weapon against Lo, was now a statement of fact, ringing with terror. He's using magic! This glorious, terrifying power was, of course, brand new. Lo recalled the moment after his dungeon victory, kneeling amidst the rubble as his status window flooded with notifications for his new skill. It was a veritable buffet of destructive potential. To properly understand this gift, he had wisely decided to overstay his welcome in the dungeon, using it as his personal training ground. He scrolled through the options, a child in a deadly candy store. Great fireball, water cannon, thunder throw, all tempting, but all costing a staggering 50 levels. A quiet understanding dawned on him. With a grin that was equal parts delight and madness, he realized the cost. It costs levels, eh? It was just like his skill. A simple, brutal transaction of life force for power. But this was so much better. The sheer joy of it was overwhelming. I can actually learn magic, he thought, practically vibrating with excitement. What an amazing skill! The possibilities were intoxicating. He could finally fight like a proper adventurer. No more pathetically clubbing slimes and haggling over pennies. Getting levels back had been a soul-crushing grind. But now? I can easily destroy monsters using magic now, he reasoned. Experience points would flow like water, and his sacrificed levels would return in a torrent. He took a moment to compose himself, sitting on the cold stone. Okay, calm down, he coached himself, though his heart hammered against his ribs. I have to carefully choose what kind of magic I want. His resolve immediately crumbled as he looked at the list again. He wanted them all. Fire magic seemed especially cool. But a quick check of the mana cost brought him back to reality. With only enough MP for a single cast, a grand spell was a non-starter. Patience, he told himself, spying the cheaper, more practical spells. He made his selection, his first real step into a larger world. All right, got it. I'll make this one my first. He chose Fire Spear, a beautifully simple and efficient tool of destruction. A ball of light coalesced in his hands. So, can I use it now? He wondered aloud. He then spent a few more of his hard-won levels on some utility magic, noting with satisfaction that daily use spells only cost a single level each. All right, he declared to the empty dungeon. Now I want to test my magic against small fry monsters. As if on cue, a new challenger appeared. It was a small bipedal dog creature in armor, holding a tiny sword. It was, objectively, adorable, with huge, sparkling eyes. Lo couldn't help but smile warmly. The cute puppy promptly transformed into a slavering, monstrous beast and lunged. Grar! Lo scrambled backward, his newfound confidence evaporating instantly. Wait, I said I wanted to fight, but I don't think I'm mentally prepared yet. Panicked, he threw his hand forward, channeling the terror into his first incantation. Do I do it like this? Fire Spear! A bolt of pure, searing energy erupted from his hand and slammed into the beast. It punched a clean, smoking hole straight through the monster's chest. Loa stared, his hand still outstretched, his mind blank with shock. The monster collapsed, its form disintegrating into dust. He slowly lowered his arm, catching his breath. Then the euphoria hit him like a physical blow. A wild, ecstatic shout escaped his lips. "Magic is awesome!" He had just one-shotted a monster recommended for level 32. The raw power was intoxicating. The notifications popped up. "I gained 10 levels in a second," he thought, giddy with the revelation. A week's worth of work done in an instant. A fist clenched in triumph. "This is great!" A wide, manic grin spread across his face. "So this is what it's like to get stronger!" Standing resolute in the dungeon's gloom, he made a vow. "I'm going to use this to excel in magic." And now, back in the guild hall, the fruits of that vow were on full display. Carter, the bully, the tormentor, was now a whimpering mess. I'm sorry, Loa," he stammered, holding up his hands as if to ward off an execution. "I'll apologize, so stop using that magic of yours." The pathetic confession came tumbling out in a torrent of tears and desperation. "I know that you didn't steal anything. I'm sorry for accusing you, so please forgive me." Loa simply watched him, his expression unreadable, a wisp of dark energy curling from his hand. The memory of Carter's earlier taunts echoed in his mind. "I didn't want to cause a ruckus," Loa said calmly, his voice cutting through the tension. "I just wanted you to tell everyone what you whispered in my ear earlier." A flicker of hope appeared in Carter's eyes. A simple request. "All right, I got it," he agreed eagerly. "You'll forgive me if I do, right?" He took a deep breath, preparing to deliver his grand, truthful confession. Pointing a dramatic finger, not at himself, but at the terrified guild employee, Carter shouted with the conviction of a world-class idiot, "Was that the guild employee stole those magic gems? He pressured me not to tell anyone." As the poor employee sputtered in protest, Carter doubled down, appealing to the crowd. "Everyone, don't let him fool you." He turned to Loa for support, a triumphant grin on his face. "Right?" Loa's face was a study in pure, undiluted annoyance. He had overestimated his tormentor's capacity for even self-serving intelligence. All you did was shift the blame and lie.